What's going on, everybody? This is Mo Real Talk coming to you again. Subscribe to the channel, like the channel, share all the videos on Mo Real Talk. So today's video is about, as you can see, money, house, credit score, educated. Mrs. the successful women out here, the single educated women out here of all ages, and what they continue to spew to men. And the reason why I'm making this video because I recently had an experience, just recently. I've had multiple experiences, but this one's the most recent one I had. In this particular case, this woman was at a bar. You know, bars are notorious for women, single educated women, successful women, regardless of race. So I'm at a bar, hanging out with my fellas. This is a real quick story. I meet a girl. One of my guys knew her. I started talking to her. I asked her, I said, so what's up with you? Tell me about yourself. And she goes immediately running down her list of accomplishments to me. She mentioned, I'm single, no kids, strong, educated. I got my own house. My credit score is over 750. I got a house. I make good money and all this stuff she spewed to me. And she had that look on her face like, and what? Like she wanted me to give her a huge trophy and congratulate her and throw roses on the ground because she basically described in being an adult in today's society, a functional adult in today's society. She thought that was ultra impressive. How she spewed that whole list of her accomplishments to me, her success. Here I am as the single man looking at her like, that's nice. But I'm more interested in your personality, your character, your nurturing skills. Can you cook? X, Y, and Z. How's your relationship with your daddy? And she gave me a look of disappointment. She had no comeback for that rebuttal. She had no rebuttal to what I said. She couldn't even believe the look on her face that I did not acknowledge her success as a single, and she, this is a black woman, single black, educated, strong woman, successful woman. There's a lot of them out there, and white women too, and other women out there too, but majority is a lot of white women and black women that's riding with this feminist movement, first wave, second wave, third wave. So in this particular case, this was a black woman, 33 years old, hard, beating her chest at the top of the mountain of her success. And I shot back like, that's nice. I was not overly impressed. Actually, it was a turnoff. But maybe it might be a hookup. So I gave her my card. If you're interested, give me a call. Of course, she didn't call because she knew, damn, that's not the guy. I can't handle this guy. He's not going to be wooed by my success. And I'm making this video because women in today's society are using their success, their accolades, their achievements in life in their 20s. The career-driven women are using those tools, those accomplishments to woo men. They're trying to woo men into being with them, running behind them because she makes a lot of money. Her credit score is 750 plus. She has a nice house. She has a car, X, Y, and Z. And don't get me wrong, there's men out there that will be impressed, overly impressed by it. Overly impressed. Oh my gosh, she's an OBGYN. She's a lawyer. She's an accountant. She's a neurologist. She's a pediatrician. And she has her own practice. Those men are insecure because they are lacking in one of those areas. So basically what she does for him is she enhances his ego. Now for the secure men that's good in all those areas, he ain't got to be making $200,000, $150,000. And if he's secure as a man, just as a man, has a masculine mind frame, secure men are not going to be impressed by a woman's money, how big her house is, her credit score, her education, how many cars she got, whatever the case may be. Because we look at it as you're being a functional human being. Because men have to do the same thing as well. We have to be able to provide for ourselves as well. We have to be independent and strong. Because when the word strong comes up, the word strong equates to a man. So when women are pounding their chest at the top of the mountain screaming how strong they are, I don't equate the word strong with a woman. It actually is cringeworthy. And women continue to spew that word in connection to their success and their education, you know. So for secure men, we don't care how much money you make. We don't care about all that success. We really don't. Yes, we will say congratulations for being an adult. But we're not going to be running and crawling on our knees, running behind you trying to get your attention. That's not how it works. That's not how women attract men. But women are using their success to attract men. Now, I don't know what world that these women are living in. Well, the feminist world, the feminazis, the second wave, the third wave are really pushing this agenda, this narrative to men. And a lot of men are waking up. A lot of men are getting in tune with themselves. They are not falling for that. They're not running behind women with all that success. The men that are running behind these women are beta males, simps, insecure men, fragile egos, right? Not a lot of masculinity coming for those guys. But the women want the secure guys now, especially the women over 30. Mid 30s, late 30s, and even you got women in their 40s still spewing the same thing to men on dating sites, at bars, whatever the case may be. They are spewing the same thing over and over again like a broken record. They want men to be with them based on their success, and it don't work like that. It never will. History shows that. Going way back in the day to the medieval times, past even before then. Men are looked at by their wealth, their riches, their power, their status. You know, women are not looked at like that. But due to this feminist movement, the equality movement, well, we should be looked at like that as well. Nope. And it's backfired on a lot of Caucasian women, white women and black women. It's backfired. I don't hear too much of the Asian women and the Latinos spewing this feminist movement. There's some out there, but it's a lot of black women and a lot of white women spewing this thing. And there's a lot of these women that are 30 to like 45 years old. Now, there's women in their 20s doing it too, but the big majority of these women are bitter women between their 30s and early to mid 40s. Now, the ones after 45, like the 50 and 60, they're pretty much washed. Their sexual market value is washed. They hit the wall. They're way past the wall. So they just living with their cats and their little Fifi dogs. But for the women, this is about the women that's coming out of the college, the career-driven women, the women that put career, money, all that stuff in front of family. Now they are single with no kids, in their 30s, early 40s, hating life, bitter at all men because men don't want you. You're not getting the top level men at that age. You know that. Now there's exceptions to the rule, very few, but the exceptions don't apply to a lot of women. Very few. So when you got these women that's highly educated, in their 30s, lawyers, doctors, whatever, a lot of them are single for a reason. Despite having all this success, it doesn't change her personality. A woman can still be unattractive because of her personality. Regardless of how good she look, how much money she make, how big her house is, how good her credit score is. There are plenty of women out there at that level. To successful women, 30 plus, horrible attitudes, bad character, horrible personality. Can't deal with them. They don't want to cook. They got low sexual appetites. They don't know how to have sex. They don't like having sex. They can't cook. They have no nurturing skills because, of course, not a mother. You know what I'm saying? They was raised in a toxic single mother household. So they watched toxic, femininity growing up as a woman in the environment they was in, from the hood or a low level, low class level family, single home. That's what the environment they grew up in. And all throughout their 20s, they're in school worrying about the bag, jumping around from guy to guy, meeting the bad guys. And all of a sudden now you out of school and got you in your career, you in your corporate job, looking like Hillary Clinton with your suits. Now you're looking for a man. Because you feel like, because I got all these accomplishments, a man should want me. I'm gonna make another video on that, but it's amazing how women, in particular white women and black women, continue to spew this second and third wave feminist ideology to guys. Because these women will bash men all day on how successful they are. They will use shaming tactics. A lot of guys out here are married to these type of women. I was with one. A few of them. They don't listen. You can't talk to them. You try to call out their flaws. Oh, they will look at you like you ain't nobody. They will down talk you like crazy. You can't correct them because they don't care about what you say, because what they feel like is right, because all their life they had to fight to get to where they at. And when I say these women, I'm talking about a particular group of women, a large group of women. These women are driven by success. So when they get with a man, a secure man, they can't handle secure men. They get rid of those guys because they can't control secure men. Because secure men will call out their flaws despite their degree, their credit score, the house, how much money they made, their job title. They will call them out on their flaws as a human being. And successful, strong women don't like that. They want to be who they are, and you're supposed to take them as they are. Despite all the poor characteristics, the poor personality, the poor attitude, the non-cooking skills, no relationship with their father, a toxic relationship with their mother, bitter single friends, high-level job. You're supposed to take them as they are and deal with the attitude. And a lot of these guys got kids by them. So being at that bar that night made me make this video. Because I sat there and listened to her sell herself to me with her money, her career, her house, her credit score. I was not surprised. But she immediately knew what type of dude I was when I did not fall for it. So fellas, when you are out here at these bars, these lounges, these events, functions, job functions, whatever the case may be, and you're single and you're secure, do not fall for women that do this, that spew this rhetoric. Women want to be men. They want to be treated like men because they know a powerful man can get all the women. A successful man can get a lot of women. Why? Because he makes a lot of money. He has power. He has wealth. He's rich. He has riches. He has assets. Women like that in a man. And women want to be treated the same way as well. That's why one of these reasons why women use their success to get men. And they get men and they dominate these men. They control these men. They tell them what to do, how to act, how to wipe their penis, how to clean their ass. And they treat them like their sons, like their babies. But that's why a lot of these women are not with successful, secure men. Successful, secure men ain't gonna play that. They're not playing that crap. We are not playing that. We're gonna call you out. Your flaws will be called out, regardless of how much money you make. So once again, gentlemen of all races, if you come across a woman and her first impression to her, when she's explaining herself to you, and her first impression is, I'm educated, I'm single, no kids. Now, even women with kids, I'm not even going to exclude women with kids. No, women with kids do the same thing. Women with kids will give you the same speech. I'm single, I'm educated, I got a kid, probably by Pookie or Ray Ray or some beta dude or some narcissistic dude. Or someone might have 2 kids by 2 different guys, but she's educated and she's single and she's strong. Single mothers, you got the single mother, educated women, then you got the women with no kids that's educated, highly educated as well. Be careful of those women. Now, is there exceptions out there? Yes, it's very few, especially between the ages of 30 and 45. Now, after 35, you're playing with danger. You're playing with fire. You're playing with explosive device. Women after 35 with no kids, that's highly educated and strong and independent, I don't need a man attitude. You're pretty much it's gonna probably be a disaster. If you're gonna have a kid with her, you're probably gonna be divorced with her within the first year or two, maybe 3. Or she might drop you before y'all get married. She just want a kid. I'm gonna be real with you. She just want a kid. If you can catch them in their late 20s, you'll be all right to a degree. But if you get with a woman and she's 35 plus, highly educated, single, independent, house, car, high level job, no kids, and she's 35 plus, be careful, gentlemen. Be careful, because you are dealing with an explosive device. It will blow up in your face, and you will not like you will not like it. You will not like what's going to happen with that situation. So any man that's out there that's secure and successful in his life, he makes his own money, entrepreneurship, even if he's educated, he has assets, stocks. Be careful dealing with women like this. Be careful dealing with the strong, educated, independent, I don't need a man, no kids, or with kids type woman after 30. Be careful. There's very few women that's going to be feminine at that age with that mindset, with that feminist ideology mindset. Second and third wave. The first wave, they're all washed. They're old. But the second and third wave, they're in their 30s and 20s. Be careful, fellas. Be careful, because there's a lot of men out there that are married and are in situations right now wishing they can get out of it. Be smart, gentlemen. Know the signs of women that you most likely want to stay away from. Maybe down the road they will come back to the feminist side of themselves, but a lot of them won't, because their mindset, they've been programmed to think that I am equal to a man or above a man because of my success. And a lot of them in their 20s, they lose touch with their femininity. They lose touch with their soft skills because they are so worried about competing with a man. So when they get in their 30s, all they know how to do is compete with a man and be loud and obnoxious and belittle men, talk to men like they crazy, disrespectful, argumentative, uncooperative, poor attitude, don't want to cook, always want to go out and eat, don't take care of a body. They forgot about their feminine side. A lot of these women, look at them. Look at them in their 30s. Look at their bodies. Look how they act. Because all through their 20s, they chase the degree, they chase the credit score, they chase the house, they chase that job, they chase the money. And you ask them to dress feminine or be feminine, they don't even know what to do. It's like a Rubik's Cube to them. If I'm lying, fellas, I'm flying. And I can't fly. A lot of women in their 30s that fit this criteria are not feminine. They're masculine as hell. They're very competitive. They're very loud. They will down talk you. They will compete with you every day. They will bring their work from home. They will bring their work to home. Yeah. Treat men like crap, and they wonder why men don't want to be with them. And you wonder why there's a growing number of highly educated single women, whether she's white or black, continue to grow every day. And it was going to stay growing because of the second wave and third wave feminist ideology. Will keep these women single well into their 30s, into their 40s with no kids. And then the ones with kids, whew, they are even in a worse predicament because they got kids and they have that second wave and that third wave ideology mindset. So fellas, if you're going to be out here pumping and dumping and doing your thing, my advice to you guys is look at the signs. I hope this video helps some guys out there, no matter what race you are. I hope it helps you out there. Look at women. Understand what they are bringing to you as a man. If they're bringing their money, their education, their house, and all that to you, you probably want to have second thoughts on that one. You probably want to back up. Because I'm telling you right now, I will take a 9-to-5 woman that is feminine as hell and her looks is maybe a 6, 6.5, or 7 over a highly educated woman that's fine as hell. She's a 10, 9, or 8 on the sexual market scale as far as looks. I will take a regular looking woman that's feminine as hell over a highly educated fine woman any day of the week. And that's taking a risk. So I'm just giving you some real talk. I'm really giving you some real talk, fellas. And even this can help some of you ladies. Get back in touch with your feminine side. Stop trying to be out here competing with men, trying to do the equality thing. You're hurting yourself. If you want to be married and be wifed up or be in a relationship and have kids, you're hurting yourselves when you get in your 30s. Go on these dating sites, fellas. You see them. They all on the dating sites, 32, want kids someday. You even got women that's 37 that want kids. What you waiting on? You could have had kids in your 20s, early 30s. Nope. Because she hasn't found the 6 foot, that's a whole, you know what? I'm getting on the tangent right now. Let me get done with this video. But anyway, I just wanted to drop that knowledge on you on what I experienced recently and I've experienced multiple times. So fellas, be smart out here when you're meeting women. If they're going to use their success to get you, walk away. Because you're in a lose-lose situation. Unless you're just trying to link up and do your thing. Meet up, whatever. But if you're going to lock them down, you're taking a huge risk of your purpose. Don't put a woman in front of your purpose at this stage of your life. Especially men over 30. Be careful out there. Because there are women out there looking for secure men or to get men to control. But yeah. So this is a small story of miseducated, strong, independent, successful woman. Be careful, fellas. I'm going to keep saying the same thing. Be careful. They are all out here in herds. 30 plus. All the way to 45. They are out here looking for men. Single as hell. Kids and no kids. Don't be the victim. Be smart. Anyway, this is more real talk. Coming to you again. Subscribe to the channel. Like the channel. Because this channel will give you the real talk from real experience that I go through. Enjoy your weekend. Have a nice day. It's all real on this channel. I'm out.